There are two types of people in this world. The first type of people is those who will always support you and encourage you to chase your dreams and goals. While the other type of people is the people who always feel jealous when you achieve something, when you put effort into doing the work, the one that needed for your future. And you guys will only hang out with each other if you guys have something in common. For example, video games. When you guys are on a game, you guys will laugh out loud. You guys will talk with each other loudly and with so much joy. But when the game's over, you guys be like strangers. And for the most of my childhood, I was surrounded by the latter people. Back when I was in secondary school, in my class, every of my friends were like dickheads. I'll be honest. They will always chase the latest fashion trends. They will always buy stuff to impress other people. They will have bad habits that look like gangster. And like, let's be real. Like, I live in a neighborhood that have lots of gangsters, and I I feel like I don't fit in around them. My biggest mistake back then was trying to fit in with the people that I don't want to be around. Whenever I hang out with them, I will feel my energy will just drain out, and I will feel really tired afterward. I don't even have fun while talking to them or playing with them, and that's why I become alone. I don't have any friend in secondary school. And in that exact class that I study in my secondary school, there was a guy. He was pretty tall. I think he's taller than me. And he was a quiet kid. He rarely talked throughout his secondary school, and we never talked to each other until when we graduate secondary school to move up to high school. I met him again, but this time in a different class. For the first year, as usual, we don't talk to each other. I still don't have many friends in high school either. But then for the second year, when I was 16, I decided to take on the self improvement journey. I work out, I eat healthy. And there's one time when I head up to the second floor of my school. My school had two floors, right? I was studying in the first floor, and whenever I got a break, I would go up to the second floor to get some water. And then I met him. I look at him, he looked at me. And for some reason, I came up to him and I say, "Yo, bro, what's your name? How are you doing today?" And he answered, just really happy. I was surprised. And then we ended up having a pretty fun conversation together. Then I asked him, "Do you want to work out with me?" Because I saw him really jacked. He had so much muscle. He was really big, bro. Like he's 6'2", and he weighed around 190 pounds. Like he was big, and I thought that he would work out. And so I asked him, "Do you want to work out with me?" And he said, "Sure, why not? Just come to my house and we can do some calisthenics." And from then I ended up went to his house for like every day to work out. We do calisthenics together, we do push-up, we do pull-ups, and every time we almost hit failure, he will spot me like in the movie Titanic. And we will always support each other. We will always help each other in nutrition, in working out. We ride around our city to just having conversation in coffee shops. It was fun. Like he read books, he studied for IELTS. He don't smoke, he don't drinks, he not addicted to porn, and he's the exact type of person that I want to be. He's the ideal model. And for a very long time, I haven't feel this sense of closeness, a sense of purpose in my life. Like because of him, I got a picture of who I need to become, right? And enable to get to be friends with him and change my life. It's not an easy task. For example, right now, if you are having friends that you're not exactly want to become in the future. Not having them as a companion because they don't benefit your future and they will never be supportive. You decided to find another friends, but what can you do now? I think that I might have an answer. It's not exactly 100%, but if you want to attract the type of person you want to become, you got to become that person. For example, if you want to attract the type of person who is a vegetarian, who read books and who work out, just for example, like, then you got to just do like them, just have the same mindset, just have become a good person, and then you will attract the type of people that you want. you know it's pretty simple. If I say this right now, it sounds simple, but to do it, it takes years and years, and you need to change your mindset, and it's not like a quick fix or something, but it's a really long journey. And for those who are on this journey with me, I gotta say that I'm grateful to have you guys around me. I've been really busy with my assignment lately, so I cannot read all of your comments. But when I got some free time, I'll make sure I read all of them. And for my mind, final message is that your life will become much more better or more interesting if you find a true friend. You know, want a true life? Get a true friend. That's all. That's all you will need to do. You need to surround you with the right people, and your life will be all right. Yeah, yeah. That sounds so silly, bro. Anyways, if you guys watch until here, I gotta say that you have a really good patient, and I respect you a lot, bro. Have a good day.